Hey everybody, welcome to the Imperial Coffee Break. I'm your main host, Mr. Gruntington, with the other host, Chad the Dad, back from the dead.
What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up? It's awkward, I had to re-record this. Anyways, yeah, you missed out last week with Emperor
Palpa
Palpa
memes
memes.
and how I was just sitting in the corner wanting to
Be sad.
crawl my
Yeah.
way out of hell and depression. Anyway, let's start off. But do you want to start off by talking about what the hell happened with Spider-Man before we get to the D23 stuff?
Oh, yeah, okay. So I guess we're getting straight into it. Yeah, Spider-Man's
I
out
mean,
of the
I'm
MCU,
pretty, I'm
officially.
pretty heated about it. So let's just.
Yeah. No, so officially, Spider-Man is out of the MCU.
I'm gonna kill a mother.
Based off of Sony and Disney. It's both their faults.
Yeah, it's not one or the other. Sony, well, they just suck in general. They can't make a movie by themselves unless it's like Venom or something, which I personally enjoyed Venom. I mean, I totally get why a lot of people didn't, but it was just a fun adventure. But now, when it comes to Spider-Man, we've already seen it twice. They can't keep him in they screw him up every time.
I will
And
say,
this is the third time.
they're in the perfect place right now where they can kind of branch off.
Yes, you are right about that. And I think that I was talking to my friend about this, and she thinks that Disney is not done talking with
Well,
Sony about this.
no,
That it's
they'll try to take Spider-Man as much as they can.
no, but because they know this is a really big blow for them. And I heard a article actually a couple days ago, or one of my other roommates told me about it, that they're still going back and forth. Some insider news said they're still going back and forth. And I mean, we've already heard like 1,000 times, oh, he's out of the MCU. Oh, they're still talking back and forth. Oh, they're out of the MCU. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, they're still talking about it, but I'm not getting my hopes up at all.
I
They've
could
already.
honestly, either way, we're gonna get a Sony Spider-Man film past this point.
Do you think they're going to combine it with Venom?
Spider-Verse? Oh no, Venom. Maybe. I mean,
Not
that
even
makes
Spider-Verse.
sense. That would make sense.
I mean, maybe Spider-Verse. I just like a voice cameo or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pissed though, because I mean, those of you who have seen Far From Home, I'll just say it was an immense cliffhanger, not a small one where like everyone can forget about it in a couple years, whatever. Nope, it left me standing up in the theater yelling "what" at the screen. Like,
I was just laughing.
I mean, I was laughing at J. Jonah
Yeah,
Jameson showing up, but
JJ.
this, like, are you kidding me? Why on earth would they think this is a good idea? And they had to have been in talks about this before the movie came out.
Oh
So
yeah.
why would they include that at the end?
Disney thought
That's
they
what I
could
wanna
just
know.
win. Either way, they could just buy Sony in like a year. So it's gonna wait that long.
Slips them $100 bill one at a time across the table.
Disney's just like one by one. Every company shall be ours.
I mean,
Kevin Feige will work on every movie.
Disney's not
Well,
out of this.
now the
They're
Black Widow
just-
movie is the only movie coming up that's like, I don't know. There's no trailer yet. It doesn't come out soon.
Disney's just as bad as in this as Sony is.
Oh yeah.
They both suck.
Anyways, now we can talk about D23 now. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So we'll start off with Marvel. Because I guess it wasn't really D23 where they talked about Black Widow.
They just kind of recapped us with Phase 4 stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Black Widow.
When's that come out? Black Widow.
That comes out May 2020, I believe.
Oh, we have a while. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no.
I don't know.
Oh, I guess we're almost in 2020, aren't we?
Yeah, but I mean, they were showcasing, not sneak previews. I think they were just showing us quick little reels of. Well, that is a sneak peek, I guess. Some reels for Hawkeye, right?
Yeah.
I
haven't seen any of those, so
I haven't either. I don't think were they released to the public? Because I've seen concept art
I
and
don't
only
really
blurry
care.
videos
I don't
on
know.
Reddit.
I don't know.
Because we got, for Phase 4 in order, Black Widow, The Eternals, and the Eternals is coming in November 6th, 2020.
I don't think that would be that interesting. I don't know. I'm waiting for
Well,
Thor.
The Eternals has been reset, what, how many times now? Pushed back 3 or 4 times. And then we got Shang-Chi, the real Mandarin. For those of you who thought that Iron Man 3's Mandarin was the real Mandarin, he's not. Just nerd out there. That comes out February 12th, 2021. And then Doctor Strange 2, 2021 in May. And then Thor 3, which not Thor 3, Thor 4, which I'm looking forward to. Love and Thunder, 2021. And then Black Panther 2 in 2022, May 6th. And then, you got all the shows.
I don't know. None of it seems interesting. Up till Thor and Thor and Doctor Strange.
Oh.
And the Loki show. I mean, all the shows seem interesting. Sorry, I'm just saying. Like, the only good part of Black Widow is Taskmaster because he's finally going to be a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Then, Taskmaster's not even a villain. He's supposed to be an anti-hero.
So this takes place before. Does Black Widow take place before Iron Man and after Captain Marvel? I'm assuming.
Isn't it supposed to be about like Budapest? Isn't Budapest supposed to be in the film?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I only knew.
So that's a little farther back. It's probably going to be when she was accepted into Shield.
Right.
Yeah. I don't really mind. It just seems dumb. I don't see why we need it. That's fine. I think that's what I'm getting at.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Moon Knight, though.
Ooh, oh yeah. Actually agreed. Moon Knight I like Moon Knight comics, so.
I wonder what the budget will be for these shows.
The same as the movies. If you haven't seen any of these things, maybe that they're logos.
Because I haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've only seen
it will have a way bigger budget than Agent of
S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's hope so. Because I've seen some of the CGI in that show. It scares me sometimes.
They're running off of ABC budget, or whatever channel they're on.
That's true.
They're not running off Disney budget. Disney.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into Star Wars, but if you see The Mandalorian, that is a Disney Plus show that literally looks better than the movie that's coming out.
You know that The Mandalorian has the same budget as Game of Thrones.
Yeah, same with every other show.
Insane. No.
Yeah.
Name another show that's got the same budget as Game of Thrones.
No. I'm saying like all these Marvel shows will have a massive budget.
All the Marvel shows.
They have to. The people will be so mad if they don't look like the films.
That's true. I guess you're right about that.
You guess. No, I know I'm right about that.
I don't really get the what if. I mean, I get the what if.
It's really great. It's a really good comic series, but this is actually going to be based more off the MCU instead of the comics. I like it. I like it.
It's just alternate.
So you get like the not Miss America instead of Captain America, which is based off a comic, but it's the MCU's edition of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get Peggy Carter.
That's the only one they've shared, I think.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get Pepper Potts probably becoming Iron Man instead of Tony.
Well, isn't she
Rescue?
Rescue. Thank you.
I know a lot about Iron Man.
Was she Rescue in the comics?
Yes. Well, technically.
It was Pepper Potts.
Well, probably not Pepper. I don't know. I know the name. Probably Pepper. I don't know what comic series. There's a lot of spinoffs and alternatives, and the most recent one with Rescue has Pepper.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Rescue's just the name of the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, since we're talking about the Mandalorian,
it's like the no. It's like the mark, like 900 or like 99 or something like that. Like the model number for the suit.
Oh, for her suit?
Yeah.
It's not 99. Come on. Well, I guess it kind of
No,
showed
because
in
in Iron Man
3
3,
he just
he's up to Mark. He was
killed
up to Mark.
so many.
He was up to Mark 87.
Oh, okay.
So,
And
then by the time of
yeah.
Age of Ultron, I think he was at 100.
Holy shit! So you're saying he had rescue then?
No, probably. I mean, yeah, I
No,
don't know.
probably.
I just know it's like I just know it's like the mark of it was like mark number and then whatever year or something like that. Because I know it's not marked like 200 something.
Mhm.
Because in the Iron Man 3 movie, there's like 100 Tony Stark. It's like 100 suits.
Didn't he destroy all those?
Yeah, and then
It's
he
been a
went
while
back to
since I've
making
seen
more,
it.
and then he made Ultron.
Right.
Yeah, which
That's
is
a movie I haven't seen
you've seen
in a few
Ultron?
years.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
I've
say,
seen it. I've
yeah.
seen it, but I haven't seen the first two Avengers in years. I've seen Infinity War quite a few times, and Endgame about
Well,
two
me
or
and my
three.
dad are, as you know, I own every movie from the MCU.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
They just released Iron Man 1, 2, 3 in 4K, actually. So I'm about to
yeah, I'm
start
okay with
spending
Blu-ray.
some money. But
Right now
I
we're
better
on
go
the
broke.
tonight we're gonna be watching Avengers. The Avengers, I guess. But we finished the first phase as of tonight.
Ooh.
So Iron Man's really good.
Yes, it is. It's
Thor was
easily
okay. You know what? Thor was okay. I'll say Thor was okay. It was not as bad as I remember it being.
the only MCU movies I have not seen, and I love them to death, all of them. Well, more or less, is Hulk and Thor 2. But what I've been told,
Hulk was actually pretty fun, but it looked horrible.
I've just never had a chance to watch Hulk. It's never, because I've always had to either pay money to watch Hulk, and I was always like, nah, I'm not paying money.
Iron Man
See
2
Hulk.
was really fun.
Yeah,
And Captain America
like
was really good.
Yeah,
that was a really fun watch. Yeah.
Do you like the first or second one better?
Second one's Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah.
I like Winter Soldier.
More?
A little bit. But I like the ending of Captain America so much.
He's just frozen.
No, the ending.
Oh.
Where he's like, I had a date, and then it goes to black. I always like that a lot. It's just like the I am Iron Man at the very end of the first Iron Man film.
And I am
Okay.
Captain America.
Yeah. Sound like Batman. Like a petty loser. And Batman.
And just I don't have my coffee.
Okay, we can talk about Star Wars.
I wanted to jump to the Mandalorian.
I know you wanted to jump to
already on that
Mandalorian.
topic.
Yeah.
Because I was hyped about that trailer.
Oh yeah, no, I was too.
Was that your favorite part of the expo?
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Every
I'll just
time
have
I
it
see
playing
more
in the background.
Mandalorian stuff, I just stop caring more and more about the movie, the actual movie coming out.
I'm kind of Are you disappointed that he hasn't talked at all in any of the trailers? Not even a little bit?
No.
Okay, there's three things. One, he has not said a word. Two, we don't know his real damn name. And three, we haven't seen his goddamn face. I mean, I get it. He's all in mystery. But you'd think we'd have at least one of them.
No, Jon Favreau confirmed that he won't have a name. Like, none of the characters will actually have a name. Like, a name.
What?
Because
What are you talking
the chick's
about?
name's supposed to just be called the girl in the show. Like,
I think she has a name on the back of the pop.
Yeah, well, she probably has, like, a name. But in the show, she's just being called, like, girl or woman or, you know.
Right.
And IG-11's going to be, like, robot.
IG-11 people, don't say fucking IG-88. We're in a new age.
People are like, yeah, I want to see IG-88 in the show, not IG-11. I was like, that's stupid. IG-88 is probably decommissioned by the time of...
No, he was around during...
Well,
the
it's
sequel era, because he talks to that one First Order spy. I remember it
oh
was in a comic, and
yeah.
he tells a story. But anyway, I mean, he still has potential to show
Well,
up.
yeah, IG-88's been alive for a long time. Oh my
It
goodness.
would just be
It's like the
another
upside of the
IG
droid.
droid.
It's like the one upside of being a droid. Because IG-88 was alive during Zero the Hutts.
I just want any of the classic bounty hunters to show up. I know Boba Fett
Bosk.
is confirmed. Yeah, Bosk. Specifically Bosker Embo. I know because Boba Fett's confirmed not to be in this show. If any of you folks were looking for him to show up, John Favreau confirmed that he will not be in this show. But yeah, Bosk, even, I mean, it'd be a missed opportunity if you didn't have him in an action scene or whatever. I like Dengar a lot more than other people do. My friend hates him, and he was pissed at his role in the Clone Wars. I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, he's not the best bounty hunter in the galaxy, at all. He's just one of the side ones.
Ozzy so
he's
back
always
should
been
come
on the
back.
side ones." All right, we're getting the big guns out now. Okay, so do you remember that tweet this morning from Morello of all?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, what source is that coming from?
Who cares? I love that species, and they all sound funny.
Okay, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much.
I want to get my hopes
look like
up.
him.
Oh yeah, I know it does.
But
totally either way, it's just
I could totally believe it.
He's not going to actually be in the show. He's just a background. So it's not even that big of a deal.
I don't care. He's there.
Shut up.
Whether he's in carbonite or...
I guess that means he's alive.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean... I don't know.
What if we saw Crimson Corsair?
That Star Wars Newsnet account just randomly tweeted it, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, great!" And I'm excited too, but I'm like, "Where the hell are you getting this from?" I'm not hearing it from anyone else.
Because we're entering sequel. What if we saw the Crimson Corsair, and one of the things is it all connects to Resistance, and then Resistance connects to the book.
You realize this is 6 years after Return of the Jedi?
I know. I'm
right?
messing with you. I know.
I mean, he could be a little baby.
No, he'd probably be a teenager then. It's 30 years.
He could still have his red mask that he got from his red Khalid mask.
What if Jango Fett shows up? But he's an AI. No, I want to see him go back to the clans. That'd be interesting because he's Mandalorian.
So it made me laugh.
Well, talking about Mandalorians, I think it'd be interesting if he went back, because this would be after. We don't know what happens to Mandalore during the Empire's rule. I mean, during its rule, really. They kind of just break up into clans,
like they showed in Rebel.
Yeah,
that's what Rebels kind of showed.
We don't really get to see the aftermath of all of that, because in the sequel content,
if you were smart, you would go away from Mandalore and go to the other colony worlds.
Well, no. What I'm getting at is, now that we're sequel stuff, we have seen nothing about Mandalorians at all.
That's true.
So
that's true.
And I don't think they will.
We've seen a ton of Mandalore, but we haven't gotten. Maybe I'm just
it's all this past. It's probably all this past. It's all this past stuff. Nothing's current.
Well, it's just I don't feel like we're getting juicy details.
Oh, we will.
Lore and stuff like that.
Oh, for the Mandalore?
Yeah, for Mandalore and Mandalorians.
Oh, we will.
I mean, I'm glad for all the stuff we have gotten. I just feel like there's a lot of...
What clan do you think the Mandalorian's in? He wants to be like Death Watch. He's the last member of Death Watch.
He could be in Vizsla.
Yeah. I guess,
that might be overrated, but he could be in Vizsla, and that's one of the reasons why he's a bounty hunter or an outlaw. No, I'm just saying, because a lot of...
Dude, what if that was the connection, and he's daughter of Sabine Wren, and then
Now, do you remember when Sabine said to Fen Rao that, in his soldiers, that she was a part of House Vizsla or Clan Vizsla?
Yeah.
And then they were like, "What? Are you serious?" And they all aimed their guns, and they were like, "Hold on now, you're a terrorist." So
Dude, Clan Vizsla was just Death Watch.
Well, yeah, exactly. So what if that's the Mandalorian, but he didn't?
It's Pre
But the
Vizsla. The
Mandalorian went
lightsaber
off.
never actually killed him.
But what if the Mandalorian
Uh,
went off and did his own thing because he's like, nah, what you're doing is like totally wrong, or
Yeah.
he just didn't. He just didn't want to.
I don't really. We'll
And
find. We'll
that's
figure it
one
out
of the
probably.
reasons why he's like such a dangerous outlaw.
Yeah. I mean, a lot. What if he's a commando? Because you know that a lot
I
of
mean,
commandos
we
just became
got
Mandalorians.
John and Dave working really closely on this.
Yeah.
We've already seen Clone Wars and Rebels Easter eggs. I would not be surprised.
What if the Mandalorian's actually just a commando, and we're all just stupid?
An Imperial Commando?
No,
Yeah,
just
the
defect.
super commandos.
Yeah, you know the ones that just defected and then went to Mandalore to train.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if he's just one of those, and we're all just
We're all just bamboozled.
yeah, commandos are coming making a massive comeback. We'll get Republic Commando 2, please,
Oh, God.
please.
I don't think he's a super commando.
No, he's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. He is not.
They-
Don't, Chad. Don't even. No.
Don't get my hopes up.
No. Stop. It's okay.
He's too young.
He's too young. Yo, what? How old is the actor?
Well, I guess he's not too young. I don't know. He's like in his
Well,
20s or 30s.
Commandos were bred during the beginning of the Clone Wars, and they didn't have what the fast genetic growth, or they did, but they didn't because of their enhancements. They didn't die as quickly. Via why Gregor, because yeah, Gregor's in Rebels, right?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he dies.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
that's the
for
thing,
anyone
right?
who
Because he just
doesn't.
goes crazy, but he was the youngest out of all of them.
Well, I think he's crazy because his head got injured.
Yeah, no, I know.
Is
I know.
that actually what happened, or
Probably.
is that just what we assume?
We assume, like, because he was the youngest out of the. Because that's not how commando accelerated growth works.
I feel like that's
Because
that's all
they had
confusing.
augmented bodies. They had stimulants.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I know my lore, Grunt. Don't tease
Your
me
what?
about
Excuse
it.
me?
My lore. I know my lore. I know my Star Wars
Excuse
lore.
me. You sounded like you said something completely different.
You mean like this?
No. You said the V word instead of the L word. My Star Wars vor.
Vor?
Yes.
What? This server's for?
Chad, that's not funny. It's not
Okay.
funny. I didn't laugh.
We're not laughing. While we're at it, don't follow Scout
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Scout's a
I hate
loser.
his new. You know what? I just want to say while we're at
Scout
it, I really
the trooper.
I really hate your fucking profile picture now. It's just a beefy. Some tool decided, oh, I'm gonna do him a favor, and drew a beefy, massive tank with like just total glossy muscles that I just
It's a
want
droidica with muscles. With a human
Anyway.
body architect. Okay.
Don't do drugs, kids. That's prime example.
Don't follow Scout on Twitter. Follow Azatru instead. And then
Yeah,
add
follow-
him to do the podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Problem solved.
Add Azatru, do the podcast, smiley face.
So, you want to keep talking about D23?
Yeah,
I think
just for a bit longer,
I think I'm really excited about Kenobi
Yeah, I am
more
too.
than anything.
Well,
I mean,
okay,
Mandalorian's gonna be
upcoming
hyped
stuff.
right now.
No, upcoming stuff. Mandalorian's
Yes.
way bigger than this movie. Again,
Well, yeah, because we have a trailer for that. Grunt.
we have more than enough. Okay, no. We have more than enough that's been shown to us for this stinking movie.
Movie.
For the movie
Oh,
coming up, they've
Episode
shown
9.
Yeah, they've shown more than enough.
True. I mean, I'm excited about.
I guess
Episode 9.
that's how
I'm-
like Star Wars works though. They don't show any information out of nowhere. They show way too much.
I mean, Denal said he was equally excited about everything, and I'm kind of right there with him. But if I had to be more hyped
I'm way
about
more
something,
hyped about the
because
Mandalorian because he's gonna kill a guy using a door.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
equally I'm equally excited for everything, but being more hyped, would you say that's different? Being hyped compared to
Yeah.
excited?
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
could be excited about everything, but I'm actually like being like more
hyped
motivated
at the
to see
moment.
something. Well, I
I'm
think
more
like I'm
motivated and
excited
hyped.
for everything, but I'm more motivated to go see something than another thing.
Yeah,
And that's kind of what a
but
hype is being motivated. Like I'm
and
really
that's me.
hype about Call of Duty. I'm not hype about Battlefield, but I'm very excited to see what Battlefield does. That kind of thing.
So after the D23 reel, I would say, episode 9 would probably be at the bottom. I mean, because we've been waiting for years for this Kenobi show,
Yeah.
movie, whatever, to be
So
confirmed.
so funny. This movie's supposed to be the last thing of in a generation of 40 years, and it's so just eh, right now.
I'm not
I'm
underwhelmed by it.
super. I'm
You
not
might be.
underwhelmed. I'm not. I'm not under. Okay, I'm underwhelmed because the Mandalorian looks 8 times better right now.
I think once we get close to the movie,
I
it
know once we
might
get
blow us
close.
away more. I
Well,
was blown away
the
by the
second I buy
fleet of
the
Imperial
second of
ships.
yeah, I was too. I thought everything involving C-3PO,
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's 000."
dude. That's how you.
Like, it's just
Well, no.
C-3PO with
What if it
different
is the AI?
programming.
What if it was the AI of
No,
Why?
that
Why can't it be of the
because no
assassin
one's
droid?
gonna. Oh yeah, look, it's this
What if
just
it's Mr.
assassin droid
Bones
we
back
found.
from the dead?
It could be Mr. Bones,
Well,
but
he's
I
not
don't think
actually
it could
dead.
be 000.
Well, no. I didn't Mr. Bones enter the body of a commando droid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his second body, or
Literally
something
the
like
ultimate assassin body.
and
Because he works for the
basi-
Resistance, right?
I think so.
He's aligned because he didn't
Well,
poke
Snap
at his
took
AI.
out his chip.
Oh, yeah, Snap. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So he's just like
I
a
don't
murder
remember what he
robot,
did
isn't
last.
he?
I don't remember what
I
he
love
did with
Mr.
it.
Bones. Mr. Bones. He better be in the last film. I need Mr. Bones in my Star Wars movie. I need a B1. If I don't see
will
a
bet you-
B1, I
I
will.
will bet you all the money in my wallet
I
that
will
they're not gonna have him.
no.
Or if he does show up, they're not gonna.
Do you think they'll have
reference
a
his name.
B1 or a clone trooper in the very last movie?
No,
No. Do you think they'll have Imperial stormtroopers?
I don't think they'll have a clone trooper. I think they'll have battle droids. Wait. Whoa. If there's battle droids, it's gonna be scraps.
I
I don't
hate
know
when they
what
do that, and they're like, "That's a reference. That's a reference, guys. Don't you like it?"
I don't know what context they
Okay,
would
do you
have
think there'll be
battle droids, though.
an Imperial Gonk droid? A First Order Gonk? Please?
All right, that's where I sign off.
No, Jeff, please. What's wrong with the
I mean,
Gonk
yeah,
droid?
if they show the inside of one of those thousands or hundreds of Star
So
Destroyers.
people are pointing out how
sure.
those Star Destroyers have red lines on the...
Yeah, I think it just
so-
means it's the fleet.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
I thought that was an illusion.
What?
I thought that was like the Emperor's like because they're probably above the Death Star. The Emperor's a powerful man.
You thought the fleet was an illusion?
Yeah.
Boy,
Well, I thought
It's
at first, and then I saw a giant laser beam shoot the ground, and that has to be from one of those thinking Star Destroyers.
I think that the First Order has two parts to it.
Well, I think that's the Sith Empire, and then there's going to be the First Order. Because I know the Emperor doesn't like to leave the name the Empire from anything that he does.
But they're connected, obviously,
well,
right?
yeah, of course they're probably connected in some way.
Because I see the First Order as just the public face, whereas the real threat is the Sith fleet, Sith
Yeah.
army, whatever.
Well, they've been hiding.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's
They've been
Operation
gathering.
Cinder.
It's Operation Cinder, man. Everyone's saying on Twitter.
It has to
going-
be.
Everyone's going, "Oh my god, this happened in the comics," and it's like old news. Old
Dude, it
fucking
happened.
news.
It happened first in Battlefront 2, losers.
Yeah.
If you didn't play the campaign, you suck. I'm kidding. Chad's like,
Happened
haha.
in the- I'm so done.
It did happen in the game first, though.
It happened in the aftermath. It happened in Battlefront 2 campaign
Dude,
last. All of you weebs out there, it happened in the campaign last. Read the goddamn books.
Aftermath was based off the game, so I'm kidding.
Although when we went to Naboo in the game, they got the dialogue for when you're in space spot on, exactly
So
like it showed in the comics.
why doesn't every planet have a worldwide EMP?
Maybe that's what Episode 9 will tell us, or at least like another book or story. Because
How
we
do you
still
think?
don't understand.
How do you think they'll stop the Sith Empire? That's my question. How do you think they'll stop the Sith army?
It could be just like how they stopped the regular Empire. Once the leader is dead, they have nothing to follow behind.
That's not how that works. They have warlords. Have you not read Legends at all? What if Thrawn returns and he's like by the Emperor's side?
Don't even get me started on Thrawn right now.
He's like,
let's not go there. He's not back. I will say that. He's with Ezra.
The Sith troopers have to be clones. Like, just like not clone troopers, but like they have to be clones.
Why do you say that?
Because they'd be the most efficient army. And the Emperor's a smart man.
Do you think the Emperor's
That's
dead?
okay. I think the thing is, Snoke listened to the Emperor, kind of thing.
What if he didn't even know about him?
Went Snoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Emperor was just like kind of like persuading him.
Because Episode 9, what if Kylo is going to kill... I mean, he said it in Episode 8. The Sith need to be destroyed too.
Yeah.
So what... I mean...
Well, Kylo's also just a little petty boy.
I mean, him and Rey obviously fight. But why... What makes us think that they don't team up at some point, whether it's very short or whatever, again, to fight the Emperor?
So what you're saying is they'll have a little petty conflict while a bigger war is going on, and Kylo's just like, we have to kill everyone, but you know he won't do it because
no, they join together.
I get it. Yeah,
do what they have to, and then they fight each other.
Yeah, it'd be kind of stupid. I kind of want him to get persuaded to be in the dark side because that's kind of how the Force works. There's a light and a dark, and if there's too much light and too much dark, then there's a neutral. That's kind of what happened to Ahsoka. There was too much light and there was too much dark.
Yep.
Because that's how the Force persuades.
I don't even know if the Emperor's gonna want Kylo. He's probably gonna be like,
"You're a loser." Maybe his test was to kill Snoke. You know what I'm saying?
But he did kill him.
That's what I'm saying. What if that was the test that the Emperor wants him to? You get what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I get what you're getting at.
And so then he gets Kylo gets persuaded to go to this planet that's been never heard of, and then the Resistance is chasing after them. And they all meet up on the Death Star, and then the Emperor wants to take the two most powerful Force users under his wing, and then they fight for his love. That's my fanfic.
You really wait? Did you just say Reylo?
No, for the Emperor's love.
I was like, shut it down.
What if from the game, SWOTOR,
mm-hmm.
the king of the Sith returns with his
Fish
son.
Yet?
Yeah, I'm joking around.
I was about to punch you through the mic.
He's so funny. He isn't dead though. You don't actually ever kill him in the game.
I know, because he's a fucking cockroach.
Yeah. Man, I kind of want an enemy. I kind of want an enemy like Kane. Kane Kane from
Genghis Khan.
No, Kane from Command and Conquer. You probably don't know him. He's a messiah to a religious cult called Nod.
Oh, okay.
Brotherhood of Nod, yeah. So he's been cursed to live as forever until he finds out like some truth about Tiberium. It's a whole thing. But like I kind of want a character like that in Star Wars. Like can just never die. But you always like cuz in every game you kill him and he'll go away for like 15, 20 years and he'll just come back.
Sounds like Palpatine.
Sounds like Palpatine, yeah, but you know what I'm getting at. Like, I really like a character like that. That'd be interesting. Who's just stuck existing forever. I guess you have Maz Kanata.
So, two things, I guess. One, do you think Snoke knows about the Emperor before he dies?
No, I really think that the Emperor's been like using them as pawns, just like how he used the Jedi, or used the Samoans to make an army, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So, do you think Snoke was just thought he was just talking to someone random? Or do you think
Well,
he
I
was just
think-
being lured to different
Yeah, I
places
think
and
Lord,
goals?
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't talk. And I think that's what's gonna happen to Kylo now.
Yeah, so do I.
And now that his Snoke is dead, he's gonna use Kylo and bring him to his ship, kind of thing. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's actually just a training, like one of those messenger droids?
My God.
That'd be so funny. One of the, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. The Senate communication droids that has his face on it. What if it's just one of those, and everyone's just been massively bamboozled?
It's the droid Gantra.
Shut up. What if it's? See, that's the thing, right? Like, what if he just like possesses something? He's just like a B1 battle droid.
Son of a
I like
bitch.
the idea of that. I actually don't. I think that you're again subverting expectations the wrong way, but
Do you-
that'd be
oh,
hilarious.
look at this. Snoke's comic, his one-off in Age of Resistance, comes out on September 11th. What a shock.
Shut up.
Just-
Man, that's a crash and burn, isn't it?
Yeah, I hate to
I
see
get the
it.
joke.
Ah,
Because the day comes out.
oh.
Okay, okay, let's stop.
The second thing
It's
that
anti-patriotic
I was
of
going to
me.
say, what do you think that the final shot that everyone keeps talking about is going to be?
Well, it'll be the final shot of the film. Dude, what if at the very
Thank
end
you.
it says the Emperor will return? like in the
Fucking
Avengers movies?
I'll throw my pop at the screen.
Everyone will boo. I'm telling you right now. Everyone will boo. If they go like, Ray will return next year. No,
I saw a tweet that was like, if Rey ends up using her lightsaber like the fucking Inquisitors,
Oh, yeah, where they fly
blades,
away.
I will get up and leave the theater.
Those okay. I'm sorry. That is physically impossible.
Wait, okay,
Plasma
they
blades
obviously
don't have
boosters.
No, the plasma.
The hilts have boosters.
Yeah, but again, that is
It's
the
not the blades
stupidest.
themselves. Everyone
it's
thinks
the
it's blades themselves.
Either way, stupidest design I've ever seen.
It's a kid's show.
Grievous
Gotta
kid.
remember that.
Grievous kid. Yeah, shut up. Whatever. People, the same people who say that also go, "I'm so horny for Star Wars. I need Raylo."
I need Raylo.
Oh, it's so stupid. These double-sided coin people make me so mad. I hate Twitter, but I love going on it and reading their posts.
I don't know, it's just nervous sweat.
Nervous sweat. No, Grievous could pull off being like doing that with like the spinny helicopter blade, because that's literally his arms and wasn't the lightsaber.
You know, there's drones. Did someone make a drone with him, or is that an actual product?
Oh, that's a joke. I know what you're talking about, with his arms up in the air. Yeah.
You never told me what you thought the final shot would be.
Oh, have I got an answer for you?
Like dead
It's it.
serious.
We'll get a shot of the crashed Star Destroyer, and we'll zoom in on some wreckage. A gonk droid will be in the wreckage. It turns on.
That's where I'm off.
It turns on, and then the screen goes to black. It says Thanos will return in the next film.
Red eyes light up on the gonk droid.
See, it's the R2 unit, the assassin R2 or whatever R3 unit, that the assassin.
I
version.
haven't seen R2 in the latest sneak peek, or Rose for that matter. So
Thank
I don't know if
God.
they're with each other, but I'm
Oh my
I'm
gosh!
I'm getting
Please
worried.
give Rose character. If this movie fails to give Rose a character,
She's supposed to be in a badass fight, is what she said.
hmm. Yeah, I guess that was Finn said too, and that fight was only good because of Phasma. It wasn't because of Finn. Phasma's so cool. When they kill her
I was
off,
rooting for Phasma the
I was
entire
rooting.
time. After
Yeah,
reading
same.
the damn book and comic, I got way too hyped up to see what
Yeah,
happened.
again, this is like mentality that everything has to be about the rebels and the resistance. They're not that interesting. I love the Empire and the First Order and all these like the clones because they have so much character. The villains are always way more interesting than the good guys. Even then, if you think about it,
I'm interested in Kylo Ren more than Rey.
if you think
That,
about
that
it, again, if you think about it, was the Empire really doing anything wrong? Yes, they weren't really securing the Outer Rim planets, but was there really any issues going on until the rebels started showing up for no reason and just destroying things?
you silly goose.
What do you mean?
No, I mean they totally didn't misabuse their powers or anything,
That okay.
or torture innocent civilians,
No, I don't
or
think
burn
of it
down
that way.
villages,
Let's be honest here. Oh, okay, that's what the rebels were
or
doing too.
enslave people.
There's no proof that they actually enslaved the Wookiees. So, I mean, in canon,
God,
the only people
I
that
can't believe.
no, okay. So if you think of it as like a citizen of the Empire, and you hear, "Oh yeah, dude, they enslaved Wookiees on Kashyyyk. They're horrible," and there's no proof to back it up. I mean, in universe, they just killed every because
That shit is whack.
So the first 15 years, okay, let's talk about this. This is really interesting to me because a lot of people are always like, "Oh man, the rebels are so on the right?" Okay, so the first 15 to 16 years, what did the Empire really do except establish the peace and security? But then, because all the burnings and the stuff happened after multiple rebel cell groups appeared in the books.
Mm,
And they
sure
would
it
burn
started
away,
right
and they
away.
would burn away. Okay, this
Pretty
is.
sure they started enslaving people right away,
I'm not
buddy.
gonna. This makes you sound really wrong. Never mind.
I want you to get roasted for this.
I was gonna say they started like burning alien planets, but it makes you sound like an alienist. So never mind. It's like space races. Okay, I'll give. You know what? I think I can't really defend either side because the rebels are also horrible. You say they're fighting for peace, but then, okay, at least
get Saw Gerrera up
you
in
get
this
people like
bitch.
Saw Gerrera, who would like rip people apart in the books, and then you get people like Aaron, Ursa, or not Gareth Ursa. What am I thinking of? The new show Cassian, who'd like shoot innocent people after they give them information.
This is true.
Like neither side is good. At least one had like a military. And if you think about it, the TIE fighters aren't built for war, and the Star Destroyers aren't even that intimidating. It's just
true.
the name. This is what I'm getting at, right? Like,
Mhm.
I get that they did horrible things. Okay, I'll give you that. The Empire did do some horrible things, but you can't tell me that people who are under the Empire are any safer than people who are under the New Republic, who couldn't protect 5 planets from blowing up all at once, and didn't have enough of a force to retaliate properly, because the First Order still won by the second movie. You can't. And the Empire ruled technically all the way up till Endor. And even then, they still owned planets that were all secure. And then they went in, and then they broke up into warlords. And then some became crazy.
And then they made a whoopsies.
And then they made a whoopsies. Yeah. Again, in universe, if you're in universe, as a citizen of the Empire, your life was not that bad. Especially compared to what just happened with how long was the Clone Wars? 7 years?
3?
Oh, 3? Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I keep forgetting. It's like each movie was literally a year in the Clone Wars. Ugh. Whack. But like right after all that, and then you get like what, almost 25 years of just
20.
20 years. Is it really just 20?
All
All the way up to Endor. All the way up to Endor.
23, 22 or 23.
You get that many years of peace right after all this war.
Yeah.
I mean, the Empire was doing pretty good. And so what? They burned a couple of alien. That's what the clones did too, and that's what the CIS did. And that's what the rebels they would arrest.
You think the clones burned down villages?
No, I think the only good guys are the clones in this entire situation. They're all just blindly leading orders, and they would go, and they literally the wolf pack was just a protection agency.
Well, yeah, because they were known for rescue operations.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think the only actually like good faction in Star Wars is the clone, like the Republic, the Grand Army of the Republic.
I mean, a lot of people that fought for clone rights, like legitimately.
I know, that's so
In
stupid.
universe, there was protests like saying like, oh,
In
you're
clones,
just...
in clones, I think didn't clones openly say they didn't care, so they knew they were bred for war.
Well, it's not like they got on a microphone and said, "Hey,
No,
you know, guys,
no.
we're
But like
cool.
in this show, like they knew, like or in the books at least, they
It's my duty."
yeah, like it's literally just like they know it's their job just to die. Like it's not even that big of a deal to them.
I vote for clone rights.
I think I want Ozzy Sobek to come back as a clone.
All right, that.
No. We got a
I'm
couple
gonna-
more minutes. Chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
I'm joking. I know. I keep bringing up
Ozzy
Ozzy
Sobek.
Sobek. Ozzy Sobek. No, I think
I will
again.
cut off my left.
It's just
nut
funny
before
to
that
if you
ever
think
happens.
about it. If you think about it, the clones are literally the best faction. Like if you look at them in like a morally high ground,
Fact.
the clones are legitimately. Oh, and the
I think that's better
and the New
shown in the
Republic
shows.
and the
That's
New
better-
Republic
that's-
and Legends was honestly pretty wholesome. Until the Sith Empire attacked. Can I say was as Jeddah getting blown up, I will say this. Those were all Jedi terrorists living on that planet. They had more than an excusable reason to fire onto it. Just
And there's
saying.
still people living on that planet after they shot it too. I don't get that. Can you explain that to me?
No.
It was in the Star Wars comic run. Don't get it. They were like, oh yeah, there's still some inhabitants left on this moon. I'm like, what?
Well, realize it was only a specific section of the planet. It was literally just a city.
Well, yeah, but I can look it up and send it to you right now. It literally took out a
Yeah.
quarter of the moon.
Yeah. What about Scarif? Like, how much of Scarif got taken out?
Oh,
I don't
that's probably the same.
Yeah, like how much of the aftermath on Scarif?
I think it took out a quarter of the planet.
At
as
least
well.
half.
Oh, I think it did equal damage.
Like
to
scorched.
Jeddah. It
Like
was single. It was single reactor.
Yeah. Oh man, that's wag.
I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at this picture
But I
of
mean,
Jeddah
like-
right now. It's
Okay, to
third.
finish the conversation, right? Think of someone like Thrawn. Is he really a bad guy? Is he?
no.
No. No.
I mean, they show him as a bad guy in Rebels. Obviously,
They
he's
don't.
the antagonist.
But what did he do? What does he do? He shoots
He
on
just
rebel
captures them.
terrorists. No, he literally shoots onto a planet that has known rebel insurgents who have destroyed billions of dollars worth of, credits of Imperial technology and
I
future
mean-
tech.
He was a part of rounding up those people from their homes
And
for the TIE Defender project.
yeah,
He killed
issue
that
is-
one guy.
the issue is they're making serious advancements. Have you not seen the Mark III or the Mark? Yeah, I think it's the Mark I actually of the.
People are gonna
Dark
start
Trooper.
thinking you sound like a terrorist.
Yeah, dude. The same people who think that are the same people that during that poll during Star Wars Celebration said everyone who hits First Order likes Nazis. Sorry, I like a faction more than the rebels. I hate the rebels. I think they're the dumbest. They look stupid.
I like them more than the Resistance.
I do, yeah. Well, the resistance is literally just the rebellion, but with nothing.
But I think, well, yes, but the rebellion is way grittier.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well, the
Resistance is
rebellion
a handful of
wasn't
people.
shy to do anything if it meant like securing a planet.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the resistance was
The-
under the rule of the New Order, the New
The
Republic.
Resistance is
So
a
they were.
handful of people.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, it's literally nothing.
Literally a handful of people where the rebellion
They're
was
using rebellion tech and just repainting it basically.
No, I mean they've already established that in like books and comics.
Well, in the
and
new trailer, in the new teaser, they show off a blockade runner, but it's probably gonna be the Tavern 4. Watch. That's gonna be like
a
the.
lot of people think it's the Yavin 4 or Tavern 4. Yavin 4, Tavern 4. Thank you, God.
Yeah, it's the Tavern
Yourself.
4. But yeah, I'd agree with they just I don't know. I think the trade
is weird, 'cause
I think
I don't know where
the
that ship would've
Confederacy of
gone.
Independent Systems is the ultimate faction. Literally the biggest army. They did have the biggest army. It was like 8 times, 10 times bigger than the Imperial army at its height.
Count Dooku funded the whole thing.
No, I think it was all just like
It was the banks and
that's
stuff.
that's the thing with the CIS. They're horrible. Half of the Trade Federation was literally built just off slave work and free work off enslaving a planet.
It's true.
And then the other half, like the B2s and stuff that was being made by Industry Tech. Or
Yeah.
whatever you know what I'm talking about. I don't know the name of the species and their company, but the ones who are making B2s and droidicas, mass
Are
producing
you
them.
talking the Techno Union?
Yeah, the Techno Union.
Yeah, Wat Tenenbaugh and his species.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
the mass producing. They're the ones that were making B2s and destroyer droids, who were mass producing them, not making the original designs. Because I know a lot of people always are like, because the Techno Union mass produced the droids,
Yeah.
where B1s were made in slave encampments, basically. That's why there was.
Skakoan. Thank you. God.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
And like vulture droids were made by every advanced droid was made by the Techno Union. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's where the payment came in. Because once the Techno Union started using it, you've probably read the comic, right, of the droid
Well, the
games.
Techno Union was a legitimate company. It was just headed by corrupt, evil people.
Yeah. Well, because they're still kicking during.
And I mean, you saw that in the Republic Senate. They had the Nemoidian corrupt senators representing the
The Techno
Trade
Union guy,
Federation.
the guy who's there during Clone Wars when they're in the second movie, and they're all sitting around. I thought his design looked really cool with the green bag on his head. I'm thinking of the same species, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, with like the weird audio
Gas
thing that
mask
spins around in
yeah.
circles. Yeah, I like that design a lot. I always thought that looked really cool. That's the thing, right? I like every faction except for the Rebels. What do they have that's cool? Except for Legend stuff. Those tanks and Legends look awesome.
they could still have them.
Like the super tanks, the Resistance super tanks that like set up into artillery in Empire at War look awesome. I'll give them that. But they don't have them because they're all Legends. And like the shotgun tanks that are in everything up to
I mean,
once
maybe
Disney
we just
cancels
don't have a story for it.
But you know what tanks I'm talking about, right? The shotgun tank and the rocket tank.
Yeah,
The A-18
Yeah.
and the
they were in the old games too.
Yeah.
Or at least the rocket tank was.
and in the PSP games they had a bunch of Legends vehicles. Like the Rebels do have really cool vehicles, but canon Rebels are stupid and I hate them. Like I don't like the design of the Mon Calamari.
Really?
But I get what it's from. It's from like it's a cool design. I just don't like it personally. But I get that it's from the planet. I get that it's from the underwater planet thing. So like it's designed to be the Mon Calamari planet.
Yeah.
and that the ships are based off the design of their cities. Like that I understand, and I'm not like trying to harp, but I also like the design of the Imperial Star Destroyer way more because it's a really intimidating design in the way that
It's
it
just like structured factions. That's basically what you're saying.
the
Which
CIS is not
fine.
a structured faction.
Yeah, it is.
They were just a giant terrorist group that had money. I guess they were structured.
No, they had
Yeah, they were structured. They were way. I like order, I guess.
because the CIS had systems that broke
Yeah.
off from the Republic.
Well, I don't like the Sith, like the Legend Sith Empire during KOTOR. I always thought the designs looked really ugly up until the new game. I know they look a little more generic in the multiplayer game, but they look a lot cooler than in Legends, where they're wearing those robes. But I get where the design comes from. Like, I think what I'm getting at is the designs aren't bad. They all serve a purpose. Like the Sith Empire, of course, their armies would be wearing Sith robes. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I just don't like the design. With Rebels, I don't know. I just don't like their clunky look, and I don't like how I also just don't like how they won so easily. Like, there's a lot of stuff that and they're everywhere. Everything is always about Rebels, which is also another reason I don't like it, right?
Rebellions are built on hope.
Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Like, Rogue One was really good, but it's mostly because of Krennic. Up until that last battle.
Oh, I love the Rebels in Rogue One.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I kind of have to
gritty,
agree. I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I'm saying, right?
I know what you're saying.
Why can't we get a movie on the Trade Federation in the CIS? That'd be interesting with like leadership or like a show.
Original.
Like again, there's so many ideas for good shows, but they just keep focusing on rebels, rebel groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have a show with like Dooku as the main character, and I would totally watch that.
Would it be animated?
Yeah. Why I would, of course it has to be animated. Dude, if it's not animated, I'd be mad. I could not handle, because you need Christopher Lee. Or isn't it Christopher Lee? Is not the
Yeah, because he's dead.
Yeah, you can't
Well, you can't how old he is.
You can't really replace him. Well, it would be during the height of the Trade Fed.
Oh.
With during the Clone Wars. But instead of focusing on the clones a lot more, you'd focus on the trade, which that's what I like about the Clone Wars, I guess, too. They really focused on the CIS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's who they're at war with.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, they really.
Are you talking about instead of Dooku?
I'm talking about, like, instead of in like Resistance or Rebels, where they did focus on the Empire, but they never really showed them doing anything.
Oh.
We're like, yes, there's an Imperial officer taking control of the planet, but you don't really get to like see how that works. Like in that arc where that warlord uses the CIS to take over the city, and how the city is rebelling against the warlord, with like signs and everything outside the, like, stuff like that. I guess we get to see both sides of the story.
I do want bigger conflicts and shows.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Well, the budget kind of died after Clone Wars. You can tell. Then Disney made them.
I went from Cartoon Network to.
Well, it went from 300 battle droids on the screen with 800 clones on the screen all at once to small little rebel fractions taking on like one massive ship. Like, the budget really died out.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like, at least.
I think the biggest they did was Second Battle of Geonosis and Umbara. I think those
there's a lot of massive battles in Clone Wars. You have to also include space battles.
The 2008 one.
Yeah, the show.
I'm not including space stuff. I'm just including like.
Oh, yeah,
ground,
there's some
showing
massive.
all those
Mandalore.
Assets.
Battle of Mandalore is crazy. If you actually you've watched it, right? And the Zillow Beast arc.
But those aren't battlefields. Those are just like a group of, like. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's 100 clones versus. I'm just saying, like,
army all in one shot.
Yeah, that's. Have you not seen the Zillow arc? That's literally the
there's
beating
only
of the
like
arc.
10 clones on the screen at once. at a time. is
Yeah,
what I'm
I guess
saying.
I'm saying there's also a sense of scale. Like
Because in
they're good
Mara,
at.
if you pay attention when they're
Well, they also
landing,
have a budget.
I know. Yeah.
I guess the Clone Wars is really good at showing a sense of scale compared to Rebels, and which is good because Rebels is supposed to be about a small cell group, and it does feel like a small cell group.
Yeah.
Or
And
Resistance, I don't
it
even
really
know where
did
they're.
pick up in season 3 and 4.
And Resistance, I really don't know what's going on. The thing became a spaceship. It's now flying through the galaxy, and it looks like a Forerunner ship from Halo Wars.
Maybe it is.
Shut
Into
up,
the Forerunnerverse.
Chad, I'm gonna slap you. All right. Well, it's been an hour. We've been talking about factions and Star Wars and whatever.
Yes.
You can go to sleep and
Yes.
go to school. I got PAX in the morning.
Oh, I gotta wake up for an
I
early
get to go
class
play
tomorrow
video
morning.
games and go meet the guy and meet
Yeah,
some
I'm jealous about you.
developers.
Don't even remind me about it.
And I'm gonna go meet with the Discord social team and Jacksepticeye and Chief
you should give me
Mufasa.
You should give me a name shout out to all of them, but I know you won't because you're a bastard.
What name shout out? What do you mean?
Hey, go follow Chad the Dad on Snapchat or Twitter or Instagram while you're. He's my good friend.
All right, well, you called that all your social media. All my social media will be in the description. I'm really lazy right now, so that's everything. We didn't really talk about Skywalker.
That's okay.
Nothing was really shown. Imora was dumb.
I mean, there wasn't really anything shown besides Rey, and
Yeah.
I think
And I
A
could
lot
talk
of
about
that has already
3CPO
been
for
discussed
hours,
about
but it's not
on
worth
Twitter.
it. Yeah.
Like,
I think we
if
talked
you want our
good.
thoughts on it, mine's just it's a vision. That's it.
Yeah. I want to keep talking about factions next episode because, like, I have a lot to talk about when it comes to Star Wars factions.
Oh, Frontier Institute, one of my favorite channels.
Okay. Anyways, bye, everyone.
Bye.